It is currently 6 in the morning and I really just woke up. Today I wanted to talk about what it means to not be tired all the time. This video I'm gonna go through my day and a little bit of that secret. What I want to talk about was the identity of being tired. Like, I definitely would have considered myself a tired person. Like, I was just tired all the time. I'm like getting flashbacks to when I was really young. I played basketball. Oh, you're shaking. Okay, I played basketball and they would always be like, so who's tired, so who's tired? And then like sometimes if you were like, I'm tired, they're like, good, but sometimes they're like, I'm tired, they're like, you're not tired enough. So it's like, maybe I thought that like being tired was a good thing because it's okay, don't worry, I'm gonna get you. I just don't want to get in an accident. I felt like it was a good thing to be tired because I knew I was working hard enough, but it got to a point where it was like destructive, you know, like, oh, I'll like do what I have to do today and literally no more. Like, I do not have the energy to do anything else except this today. But yeah, we're here. Okay. Something that I struggle with understanding is this difference of energy. Like, it would always be really confusing to me when people would say that they do things like work out or really quote unquote like difficult things in my head, and they would say like, oh, that gives me energy. That would always be really confusing to me because I always saw those activities as things that take energy. But nevertheless, I have sort of just stuck with exercise routines as a way to release stress, and at the very minimum, that feeling of releasing stress cancels out the draining effects of these exercises. But it is still something that I think is funny and very interesting about energy. My favorite snack at the moment is chocolate chips. I'm like obsessed with them because I was like, just at some point like, oh, what should I eat? Like, oh, I should snack on some chocolate chips. And I was like, wow, that is such a brilliant name. So I've been obsessed with them. But they had spilled literally all of them. I mean, thankfully I like had eaten a lot, so it wasn't a lot of spillage, but it all spilled out in my bag. I thought like people who had a lot of energy all the time were just extroverts, and I was like, oh, they're just like born that way. They have a lot of energy and like they would never run out of energy, all that. And I was just like, anyone I know that is extrovert, I was like, oh, it's nice that you're never like tired because you always have the energy. I mean, when I was younger, I used to totally think that like introverts like hide away in the closet and like extroverts go out and party all the time. But I think after learning that it has to do with where you get your energy. So like extroverts get their energy from other people, other things, and introverts get their energy from themselves. I feel like that distinction and really like understanding yourself, and for me understanding myself as like an introverted person, I really had to like keep my peace. That was what sparked my brain for like, where does my energy come from? Like, maybe I'm tired all the time because I don't have enough energy, which is what being tired is. But like for some reason it was making more sense, because before I'd be like, I'm kind of tired, like I need more energy, I need more food, I need more caffeine, I need more chocolate chips, whatever it was, I like just needed more of it. And that wasn't the energy that I was not having. Like, I was probably eating way too much, doing way too many things, but yeah, different energies. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. Let me know if you have any tips on how to be less tired. I obviously don't have like all the energy in the world now and everything's fixed, so always happy to hear more. Something that has been helping me a lot, which is like, duh, obviously that's gonna like help a lot, is like taking breaks in the day. I was so that person who could like not take a break. Like, I remember I'd be like, ooh, should I like give myself a treat and put like 10 minutes between meetings instead of 5? And I feel like I've been doing this and kind of just like laying around and okay, like just take a break and like sit here on my phone. But I sort of started thinking that maybe it's better to just like take a break and like contemplate my existence. Something that has helped me like not be so exhausted and depleted of all of my energy is like, let me see if like you can tell the difference between like me now and me in 1 second. Oh my gosh, hi, how are you? How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Like, thanks for joining the vlog. Like, I used to have that energy all the time and it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing because like I wanted to bring the energy, but like that's like not my energy. I don't like know where that's coming from. And sure, like as I wake up with the day, I get more excited, I get more alert, like I start sounding more like enthused. I can feel like my soul like drifting out of me as I'm like recharging, because even that like performance that you just witnessed and is gonna give me secondhand embarrassment later was like really way too much, and I feel it. I feel it now. Whereas before I would just like do that and I would be like, I'd be overly caffeinated, I'd be super jittery, I have so much to do, I'd have so much anxiety, so it would just be like, ugh, I don't know how anyone could stand to be around me. The other thing about energy that I was kind of thinking about when we were talking earlier and I was eating was that like, I remember when I went on this like camp retreat in college, I was we were really focused on learning about active rest, and at the time I was like whoa, active rest, what does that mean? Because like resting to me had always been just like lay in bed, literally recharge, and I think that really brings so much attention to the fact that you need to do things to gain energy. And before that concept, I don't think I could have put 2 and 2 together, because in my head it was just like, I have to do this, I'm gonna do this, everything is gonna deplete my energy until I go to sleep, and then I'm gonna recharge and then do it all over again. I think I put too much yogurt in this bowl, because like usually I use a smaller bowl, but this is kind of a big bowl. But if you're doing everything right, or you feel like you're doing everything right, one day it might just click. I keep telling my friends, I feel like it's just like this early 20s like point of life where suddenly all those like cheesy little like slogan, they're not slogans, but like, you know, like you can't love someone till you love yourself, or like all of those types of things, like just sayings you just like say, like all of them make sense now. Whereas before it was just like, yeah, I guess logically I could see why, but now it's like the feeling's there. And then it clicks because you feel it and I feel it. Is that deep? Is that helpful? I don't really know. Yeah, thanks for spending the day with me. I feel very comforted by it. My last and final obviously tip is to get the vitamins and minerals that you need. I think once I started taking magnesium, because for me magnesium ended up being like the one that I think I was missing, and of course like your body's like whatever your body needs, your body's gonna need, but mine really needed that. So I started taking magnesium, I started taking more vitamins, and that I think wasn't like an overnight like this has changed my life effect, because it was also all these other things, but I think that also contributed to it as well. Oh, and I was telling my friend this, but the thing that I can't get out of my head is I saw this Instagram reel with like, you know, one of those ones with like really pretty art, and it's just like a quote, and the quote was, to enjoy life is simply to enjoy the passage of time. And that has really been sticking with me, because I feel like I'm just coming back to it as like a truly to enjoy this life, I just have to just let it pass and enjoy it, because the only thing that is constant and is in life is time, and that it just moves. But yeah, I guess the only other thing is if you have any questions for me or any comments, please feel free to leave me a comment and like or dislike this video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos where we're just doing life together. Because that's what we're all doing, right? We're all just kind of here doing our best at life. I am all ready for bed pretty much. Thanks, Han. I love those. Sitting down all day, thinking about something and just like contemplating it and talking in circles and just hanging out is just so nice. I can think about this stuff all day.